to the following presentation of the National Football League.
After 272 regular season games, 12 playoff games, one last one on the NFL calendar happens tonight as EA Sports welcomes you to the Super Bowl. Tonight, settle in, we've got a good one coming your way. It's the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs and the champions of the NFC, the Atlanta Falcons. Final game of the season. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. Greg, it has been a long run to get here. 2 weeks of build-up, the media day, the radio interviews. It's all over now. Finally, it's time for football. And for these players, long wait is almost over.
Well, I can promise you one thing, Mike. Every single one of these players and coaches in their mind right now is saying the exact same thing. Let's just kick the ball off already. We're tired of talking about the game. We're tired of meetings and practice. It's been a long 2 weeks for both of these clubs. They're ready to get this thing kicked off, and let's decide the outcome of who's going to be Super Bowl champs on the field. And I know you and we got the best seats in the house.
Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he's going to be stopped out at the line to begin this ball game.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Come on. 60 by 6, 60 by 6.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
You just can't imagine the emotions and the thoughts swirling around his head as he takes the field on this opening drive, Mike. I mean, you think of the journey they've been on, their regular season, that gauntlet of playoff games through the AFC playoffs. And now here they are. He's taking the field as the starting quarterback in the Super Bowl, and he's 4 quarters away from living out his dream.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 17-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Xavier. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30.
12 yards.
His first catch of this Super Bowl. And good for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
He'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. James Pierce in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 8.
Yellow.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. To the outside. Catch made by Worthy. He's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains. I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
He'll get this complete to Worthy. And it'll be a short pickup, and that's not enough for the first down.
Brings up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout. They'll talk things over before 3rd down. They'll try to sneak it here. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory. And certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Quick slap, looked in by Watson. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. To the left side in the hands of Watson. And he will score! Christian Watson, touchdown, Kansas City. Ryland's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are off and running here in the Super Bowl. They lead 7-0. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Falcons offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They were nearly perfect in the regular season. Just the one loss, 16-1 regular season, 2 more wins in the playoffs. Now looking for a 19th victory this year, and of course, the one that matters most, the Super Bowl title. They work here on first down.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Another run here for Robinson. And a much more positive run here. That one good for 10, but it's still going to leave him with a 3rd down coming up.
A gain of 10 yards.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
That's complete. He's got it to London. His first catch of the Super Bowl. And good for the first down.
16 yards. First down, Falcons.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
60 by 6, 60 by 6.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
Ready, ready! 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles!
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
And just like that, you go from 2nd and inches, where you think it's pretty much a given that you're going to move the chains, to now finding yourself in 3rd and 2 or 3. Great job by that defense. This completely changes this possession.
Ready?
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
A gain of 11 there as the decision to go for it pays off.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Now after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. 2nd down and 8.
Here we go, set, go!
They'll stick with him again. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger! Ready?
They'll run it here with Algier. Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes 2nd and goal.
Okay, ready? Let's go. Smash. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Rig alert, rig alert.
Again, it'll be Algier. And this defense trying to stiff it. He gets back to the line, and that is it. 3rd and goal coming up.
Go! Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready, what?
Now they'll set up to throw. That is caught by the tight end. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown Atlanta.
But you think back to their first first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Falcons will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all top, 7 apiece, and the kick's away.
The Chiefs take over first and 10.
The Chiefs offense ready to take over for their second possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. To throw is Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a game.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Tight end going in motion here. That one thrown quickly. Watson on the RPO. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with first and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. This defense all over this one. They get it down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play, but a really good play.
And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screen play there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
A pass taken in by Watson. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
City Chiefs, first down. First and 10 at the 20-point line.
Mahomes gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of
2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 19-yard line.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive. So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Falcons offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. They were nearly perfect in the regular season. Just the one loss, 16-1 regular season, 2 more wins in the playoffs. Now looking for a 19th victory of this year, and of course, the one that matters most, the Super Bowl title. They work here on first down. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he will not be able to turn upfield. He'll drop him behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A big play here in the big game. 53 yards.
As that play unfolded, Mike, I thought he was going to have a chance to find the end zone for the second time here today. And I'll be honest, if I'm the play caller, at the end of this drive, I might give him one more shot at the end zone. But either way, they got to be thinking coming away here with 6.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Go, Viking, 18. Go.
On the give, this is Algier. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards the gain, down to the 13-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he'll run forward for about 3. It's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Ready, break. Come on. Hot cowboy 80. Ready.
He'll look to throw. And he's in. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown Atlanta. That is second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Aubrey now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Falcons are on top. It's 14-10.
Falcons 14, Chiefs 10.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. The Chiefs' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. They'll begin here on the ground. And they'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Christian Harris there on the stop.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
From the
second
38
and 7.
down, here's second down and 7. Throwing is Mahomes. Toward the outside. Catch made by Watson. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4.
It's a gain of
Bring up
4.
third down.
Brings up third and 3.
Patrick to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. His first catch of this Super Bowl. And good for the first down.
Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
To throw is Mahomes. That one complete to Watson. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up second and 5.
Brings up second and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And this takes him into the right zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10.
At the 17-yard line.
And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
And you could tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. And he won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard as he steps out of bounds.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Third and long for Mahomes. That's in the end zone and intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Falcons offense ready to get back at it. They were nearly perfect in the regular season. Just the one loss, 16-1 regular season, 2 more wins in the playoffs. Now looking for a 19th victory of this year. And, of course, the one that matters most, the Super Bowl title. They work here on first down.
Let's go. No, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
60 back.
They'll go again with Robinson. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
Back to throw. Short throw taken by Pitts. There he goes again. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A big play here in the big game. It covers 63 yards.
They simply just don't have an answer for this guy defensively, Mike. I mean, regardless of who they put on him in man coverage or the type of zone coverage they try to capture him with, simply can't slow him down, and we've already seen it here today. A fair share of big plays through the air, a couple of which have gone for touchdowns. He's had a couple nice blocks in the run game. I mean, he's really having as well-rounded and complete game that a receiver can have in the NFL, and until they prove they can slow him down, I would just keep giving him more opportunities. So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
Get it.
Now, faking the give. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's got another one. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Atlanta. With that, he ties the Super Bowl record, his third touchdown of the night. This is turning into a monster game. Let's keep an eye on this. 3 touchdown catches alone in the first half. Could be a record-setting game. On for the PAT is Aubrey. It's up and good. And the Falcons are out to a 21-10 lead.
Chiefs 10.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. Oh! Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They'll look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a first down. This one, batted away. It's incomplete.
And the defender does such a good job by not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down. Really nice play.
On second down, Mahomes. That's complete on the tight end screen. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it
They put Watson in motion. Third and short. Here's Patrick. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. First and 10.
Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard
Mahomes
line.
now to throw again. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
And 6 yards.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
Formation.
So that brings up fourth down. The veteran Jake Bailey called on to punt, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And a pretty good result there. That's out of bounds right at the 10-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to take over possession of the football. They were nearly perfect in the regular season. Just the one loss, 16-1 regular season, 2 more wins in the playoffs. Now looking for a 19th victory of this year, and of course, the one that matters most, the Super Bowl title. They work here on first down.
Let's go now. Pass ball 80.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's got his target. That's Pitts. And he's going to be brought down up past the 20.
To number 8, Kyle Pitts. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Falcon first down.
One final throw before the break. That's into traffic, but taken in. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports.